Good morning, dear students. I, Parul Madam, welcome you all in the online geometry class. Today, we are going to continue lesson number 11, Area and its Boundary. Let's start. Today, we are going to study a king's story and then find area and perimeter of the shapes used in it. King's story. A king's story consists of two parts. First part covers land for Cheggu and second part covers gold for Anar. Let us listen to the king's story. Once there was a king. The king had appointed two carpenters, Cheggu and Anar, to make furniture in his palace. The king was very happy with his two carpenters, Cheggu and Anar, because they both had made a very big and beautiful bed for him. So, as gifts, the king wanted to give some land to Cheggu and some gold to Anar. Children, again listen. The king wanted to give some land to Cheggu and some gold to Anar. Now we will cover first part of the king's story, that is land for Cheggu. The king said to Cheggu to take as much land as what comes within 100 meters of wire. Cheggu was very happy. He took 100 meters of wire and tried to make different rectangles. First he made a rectangle of 10 meters by 40 meters, like this. That is 10 meters length and 40 meters breadth from 100 meters long wire. That is 10 plus 40 plus 10 plus 40 equals to 100 meters long wire. Then he found area of this rectangle. Area is length multiplied by breadth. That is 10 multiplied by 40 is 400 square meters. So he got area of this rectangle as 400 square meters. Next, he made another 30 meters by 20 meters rectangle. That is a rectangle whose length is 30 meters and breadth is 20 meters with 100 meters long wire. That is 30 plus 20 plus 30 plus 20 equals to 100 meters long wire. Then he found out area of this rectangle. Area is length multiplied by breadth, that is 30 multiplied by 20 is 600 square meters. So he got the area of this rectangle as 600 square meters. Now the question is area of second rectangle more than the area of first rectangle? Answer is yes. The area of second rectangle is more than the area of first rectangle. Since area of second rectangle is 600 square meters, whereas the area of first rectangle is 400 square meters. Now children, what other rectangles can he make with 100 meters of wire? And which of this rectangle will have the biggest area? Answer is Cheggu can make many more other rectangles with 100 meters of wire. Like first, Suppose if length is 45 meters and breadth is 5 meters, that is 45 plus 5 plus 45 plus 5 forms 100 meters long wire. So area is length multiplied by breadth, that is 45 into 5, that is 225 square meters. Second one, suppose if length is 35 meters and breadth is 15 meters, that is 35 plus 15 plus 35 plus 15 forms 100 meters long wire. Area is length multiplied by breadth, that is 35 multiplied by 15, we get as 525 square meters. Third one, suppose if length is 25 meters and breadth is also 25 meters, that is 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 forms 100 meters long wire. Area is length multiplied by breadth, that is 25, 25 is 625 square meters. Fourth one, suppose if length is 26 meters and breadth is 24 meters, that is 26 plus 24 plus 26 plus 24 gives 100 meters long wire. Then area is length multiplied by breadth, that is 26 multiplied by 24, we get 624 square meters. Fifth one, suppose if length is 23 meters and breadth is 27 meters, so perimeter, that is 23 plus 27 plus 23 plus 27 forms 100 meters long wire. Then area is length multiplied by breadth, that is 23 multiplied by 27 gives 621 square meters. And so on. Still many other rectangles can be formed. Out of all this, a square with length 25 meters and breadth also 25 meters will have the biggest area of 625 square meters. So Jeggu's plan was to get a square land of length and breadth 25 meters and area of 625 square meters using 100 meters long wire. But Cheggu's wife was very intelligent. She asked him to make a circle with 100 meters long wire. Since she knew that it had an area of 800 square meters, even more than the area of a square of length and breadth 25 meters. Now the question is, why did Cheggu not choose a rectangle? Explain. Answer is, Cheggu did not choose a rectangle but selected a circle because none of the rectangles will have an area higher than 800 square meters. That is area of a circle. So Cheggu selected a circle and finally got a land of 800 square meters area from the king. Both Cheggu and his wife were very happy. Now we will cover second part of the king's story, that is gold for Anar. Now it was Anar's turn to receive the gift. So the king said to Anar, I will give you as much gold wire which can make a boundary for land with area 800 square meters. So Anar also tried to make many ships having area 800 square meters. First, he made a rectangle A whose length was 40 meters and breadth was 20 meters. That is, whose area was 40 multiplied by 20, that is 800 square meters. Then he found out perimeter of rectangle A. Perimeter is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth, that is 40 plus 20 plus 40 plus 20 gives 120 meters. So gold wire for rectangle A is 120 meters. Next, he made a rectangle B whose length was 80 meters and breadth was 10 meters. That is, whose area also was 80 multiplied by 10, that is 800 square meters. Then he found out perimeter of rectangle B. Perimeter is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth, that is 80 plus 10 plus 80 plus 10 gives 180 meters. So gold wire for rectangle B is 180 meters. Next, he made a rectangle C whose length he took as 800 meters and breadth he took as 1 meter. That is, whose area still remains same. That is 800 multiplied by 1 is 800 square meters. Then he found out perimeter for rectangle C. Perimeter is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth, that is 800 plus 1 plus 800 plus 1 gives 1602 meters. So gold wire for rectangle C is 1602 meters. Anar was a clever person. He understood that if he reduced the width or breadth and increased the length of the rectangle, he could get even more big gold wire. So this time he made a rectangle D of length 8000 meters and width 10 centimeters, that is 0.1 meters, whose area again remained the same. That is 8000 multiplied by 0.1 is 800 square meters. But perimeter increased. Perimeter is 8000 plus 0.1 plus 8000 plus 0.1. That is, perimeter of rectangle D became 16,000.2 meters. So gold wire for rectangle D is 16,000.2 meters. So Anar will get 16,000.2 meters of gold wire, that is around 16 kilometers of gold wire, since 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So 16,000 meters will be 16 kilometers. That is from Petlad to Dharmaj 8 kilometers and back to Petlad again another 8 kilometers. So to and fro from Petlad to Dharmaj is 16 kilometers. So around 16 kilometer of gold wire Anar will get. Such a long gold wire. Now the question is, do you understand why the king fainted? Answer is, the king fainted because he could not arrange that much gold. Next question. Now children, can you make a rectangle with still longer boundary? Answer is yes. A rectangle with length 80,000 meters and breadth 1 centimeter, that is 0.01 meter, can be made. Area equals to length multiplied by breadth, that is 80,000 multiplied by 0.01, that is 800 square meters. So in all the cases, area remains same, that is 800 square meters. But each time perimeter changes. Perimeter is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. That is 80,000 plus 0.01 plus 80,000 plus 0.01 gives 1,60,000.02 meters. That is nearly 160 kilometers. So, finally, we conclude that for different shapes, even if the perimeter remains the same as in case of Cheggu, but the area may change. And secondly, for different shapes, even if the area remains the same as in case of Anar, but still the perimeter may change. Hope to meet you in next online geometry class. Thank you. Take care.